Welcome to Will Stevens Art, where you get impressionist oil paintings that you'll love forever. Find my work at willstevensart.com. In this video, I paint two paintings. You'll see me in the process of both of them. This first one is kind of an L-shaped tree landscape with a whole lot of sky. I could have even made the composition more dramatic by lowering these trees and making even more sky. It's a cloud painting, most of all. Just blocking in basic green, putting in a trunk. The color of the greens change as I put the sky in, as I have to key the values into the light source. Shadows also get darker. Put more blue in them as the painting goes on. I have this new blue, French ultramarine blue. It's beautiful. It is the blue. And this is it mixed with a little titanium white. And I begin to sculpt out some clouds. There's one big cloud up top. And then there's a hole of some sky blue sky. And then there's some darker clouds, causing drama in the sky. This one, I definitely struggled with this painting. I don't know why. I guess because there's not exactly a defined light source. I'm really liking this yellow, though, that I'm putting between the trunks of the trees down there, and the light beside the shadows of the grass. And the trunks are basically just raw umber and a little bit of blue mixed in there for the darkest dark. I'm trying to lighten up this part of the sky. It's getting frustrating. Warmest part of the trees, getting hit with sunlight, warming them up. The middle tree ends up being too light, and I end up having to darken it a lot. See, I'm making it too light. What am I doing? I just have not defined a light source. I'm gonna call this video Define Your Light Source. Makes things so much easier. You know how to manipulate the local colors of things. That's advice I've heard for if you're not too confident in your color, choose a reference with very defined light source so your forms make sense. It's not a bunch of reflected light everywhere. You can just work on sculpting it. That's what you want to do. You want to sculpt with color. You know the local color of the thing, you know the direction of the light source, and you know whatever color of the things around it to get bounced light. Like if a green surface is bouncing onto a tomato, it'll make the tomato look a little greener because light picks up color. Okay, so I'm done. And I was not very happy. So I began another painting. And I thought I would put a wash on it before I started. It's kind of interesting. What color do you begin your painting on? Using the white canvas is not always the best option. Because if you paint white onto white, then nothing happens. But if you paint white onto what I'm making here, then you see it. But, it depends a lot. Turpentine mixed with a little umber. And then wiping it away so it's not like a muddy pool. Man, I have this whole video in here, don't I? Man, I need to edit this video some. Jesus. Okay, finally. Man. So I just got darker burnt umber. I tried to make it a little lighter as I started in the 4-off distance, just so it's not as contrasty. And made it a little bit darker as I'm going forward. And you see, I'm just putting the composition, and there's nothing hard about this drawing. I really like these hills in the background, and this blue color. I make it even bluer. These trees back here are kind of lumps, but they have form, which is being shown with the dark and light. And I was really proud of that little scene in the background here. These trees. So I just started working background to foreground. Wanted to warm things up as I got forward, but it seemed like the lightest or the warmest yellow I found was off in the distance. I don't know though. Maybe it's just the yellowest, and these marsh grass leaves ended up looking orange. See, this is why I do the ground. Look at the light blue color I'm using. Look how it looks on top of that. Something about it that works with my mind. At this point, I started using some liquid in my pools to make it more flowy. Liquid is sometimes just what you need. So I got it to this point, and you're like, what do I do now? You focus on your light source. Where is the light coming from? I don't even know, man. Where is the light coming from in this painting? Dude, I need to paint something else. See? Okay, and you know what? That's pretty good. I like that. I like the reflections. It feels right to me. Anyway, yeah, subscribe. Visit my website, willstevensart.com. Yeah.